with a call stabbing that occurred at 7th and Broadway. Officers arrived on the scene very shortly thereafter, found a lying in the roadway in the 900 block of 7th Avenue, which is just south of Broadway. We additionally found two other victims, one who had a minor slash wound to his abdomen area and a woman who had a stab wound to her right shoulder. What we found out very quickly, what had happened was there were several people in the SUV that's parked right here at the scene. It's okay. There's an SUV that was parked in the people had finished for they were coming back to their car and were preparing to drop some of their friends off at the parking structure we're standing in front of right now in the 900 block of 7th Avenue. When they came back to their car, they found a male who was urinating on the side of the car. Naturally, that upset the owner of the SUV and the other people that were in the car. They confronted some kind of an altercation. I believe it was verbal initially, broke out at that point. The victims got into the SUV and found on East Street and then moved on 7th Avenue, come to this other parking structure. When they reached the entrance to the parking structure, the victim stopped to enter the parking structure, and right behind them were the suspects that were driving in a silver 7 Series BMW, which they recognized from the parking lot. Two males got out of the car, and one who was armed with a knife came up to the passenger side window where the female victim was seated, and the suspect stabbed her arm. The males that were in the vehicle, victims that were in the got out of the vehicle, and one of the victims sustained a stab wound to the rib cage area on his left side. The other sustained a very superficial slicing wound to his abdomen area. The male who was stabbed in the cage area, he was transported to a local trauma center. I've been told that his injuries are not life. The female who was stabbed in the shoulder, her injuries are also not life-threatening, and she was transported to a local trauma center for treatment. An alert officer we had an immediate description of the vehicle, a silver 7 Series View containing at least male and probably others in. An alert officer stopped that vehicle at 100 block of Hank Street, which is up kind of in the Old Town area, and the vehicle matched the description. We had several witnesses to this incident who we transported up to where those people were detained, and we have positive ID on the two suspects. Both of those suspects will be transported to jail for assault, 3 counts actually of assault with a deadly weapon, and our central division.
You with that bottle of water on top of the car there? Because he thought he had the right to, right?